Welcome back to N Youth Council, and my name is Chandra Vimala, and we're very fortunate to have Natasha here, and so thank you very much. He just actually graduated from a chartered accountant, and he's now come back to the ashram, and so he also has worked with youth, and so it's just been really a pleasure for you to come and talk. He has such an interesting story that you've come from a small village, and obviously you've had to go to the big city to go to college, and I think it's really beneficial from anywhere in the world that come from a small town and try and survive in the big city. It's such a big transition, especially you were talking, and we'll talk a bit more about how small your village was. So did you want to talk a little bit about yourself and the village you come from? And
Nithyananda. My name is Nithyananda. I have been here for the past 5 years in the ashram. So I was born and brought up in the small village, which we don't have hospitals, schools, or the basic necessity we don't have. So from that village we came out to further studies, with a lot of struggles. So I have met a lot of struggles. From that struggle I have experienced a lot of to face a society. So it gave the courage to achieve something. So that is useful for if I share the experience to the youth, which those who are struggling to the society, which will useful for them. So the basic thing is, from the village, when I came from village to city, first thing is inferiority complex. So then the communication gap, communication skill, lack of communication skills, because of our lack of education system in the villages. We don't have correct education system in the villages. We don't have schools, so we have to move from one village to the big villages. So that is the basic struggle I have met. So from that I have something I have to do to the society. That kind of will, courage, I have it within me. So that is the thing to force me to the next level. So
so it's that kind of will and courage that this is something you really want and that you've worked through. So when you were in the college, and I know you said you didn't have much English, and is the college English?
No.
So that
I have learned English at the age of 20.
Oh, you have excellent English.
Thank you.
So when you were saying the will and the courage, is there something that helped with that will and courage? Like you were saying, the inferiority complex. Sometimes, there's a lot of probably fear, other things of just feeling like you don't, like you said, measure up to the city that have had a very different upbringing. What do you think, those are other things that helped you be able to fit in or to go on with college without that impacting you?
Basically, I have a habit of achieve something. If I want something, I have to have that. So that kind of habit I have it with me. So that is the thing to move further. So from the village, I have thought that I want to learn something more beyond this, what our village people they are having without anything. So when we see the city people, they have some more than the village people, like education system, entertainment, like that. So that is the thing which I was wondered. I have to experience that also, like that I have to have what they are having. So that courage only leads me to go to the city, and with a lot of struggle. First thing what I have thought is I have to learn English. So I have to finish my some degree, like that I have some goal within me. So small short-term goal, like, so I have fixed the goal. I have to learn English. I have to achieve this what I have studied, a chartered accountant. I have to pass the chartered accountant, which is in India is the most difficult course, chartered accountancy. So that goal I have fixed within me. So for that, what I have to do? Forget something for learning English and get success in the chartered accountancy course. What I have to do? So that plan I did. So I went to the courses, spoken English courses, like that, and coaching classes for my studies, with a lot of struggle, which we don't have financial support, family support. In my family, no one graduate except me. So that I don't have any support, financially, family support, and educational background. I don't have anything, but I have fixed. I have to achieve something. So that goal is only forced me to achieve this.
Was there a daily ritual or something that you did that really kept you focused?
Yeah.
It probably is really easy when you get involved with city life to get diverted into different directions. So was there certain things that you did that really kept you focused on that goal?
Yeah. Actually, when I was alone, I feel some low mood. I will go to low mood or depressed. And the time I will do something, have the habit of going to the temple. That habit only to encourage me to come out from that low mood or depression, the struggle. So anything we have devoted to something, not only God or anything, but if we have devotion to something which may have stone or idol or temple, anything, but within us we have, if we have devotion, that will leads to the next level. So that is the thing. I have a habit of to go to the school and studying the spiritual books, like that. It will improve my to come out from this struggle.
Keeps you focused.
Yeah.
Because we were talking a bit about this, that in North America, it's been a throwaway society, that, we don't really have a lot of times these, I guess what we're talking about, gratitude, and also these rituals that help us stay grounded. And it's one of the things that I hope that we get back for North America. One thing I have been fortunate to be part of in India is having a lot of these sanskrits and rituals and temples. Especially like the puja and other things about gratitude. Also, we were talking that in a small village, I think you have a lot of opportunity to go inward. A lot of the city people are usually, I'm not saying all, but outward. It's just that in North America, it's the Starbucks every 2 blocks, or coffee, or anything that you want. There's a mall every second away. And we were talking in a small town, how much really that you have inward that you grow instead of being outward. The people that come from small towns recognize that.
Yeah. Even though I was born and brought up in the small village, I was fortunate to born and brought up in the village. I have enjoyed a lot in the villages when compared to the cities. So in the villages, we have lot of festivals to the temples, doing pujas, doing alangarams to the deities, like that. We have a lot of activities to encourage the devotion within us in the villages, which we don't have in the city. So that's the thing, to look inward within me. So every day I have a habit of to go to the temples and do the pujas and chanting the mantras, like that. That is the thing, to take the next level, to look in within me. Then the cities and all, what they are doing is, they are searching something through the outer world, through the money, through the job, through the relationship, through something they are searching. But if you look inward, that is the thing we need to do. First we have to know what for we are born, what for we are here, what we are doing. So why we are doing all the activities. So once we get this clarity, then that clarity only leads to you to look in. In the cities and all, not on cities, the society people, they are searching the fulfillment in the outside world. So in my case, in the village gave the opportunity to look in through the devotion to the deities, temples. That devotion only leads this spiritual path within me. The spiritual path only the solution to look in. Whatever you look outside, it will not be able to get the fulfillment in the outer world. If you want to achieve the fulfillment in the inner world, you have to look in. That is the solution. The solution is devotion. If you have the devotion, if you have the courage to devote to the something, to the stone or idol or anything else, we don't need any form. In the villages, in the street, we have milestone. The village people, because of their devotion, they are do puja for that stone. That kind of devotion the village people they have.
What devotion is?
Devotion is not understandable or not that much very tough thing, as I say you. But devotion is the simplest, very easiest thing to connect with the super consciousness. But there is no struggle in that devotion. We can have the devotion to the master or to the devotee or idols or to the stone, but within you, if you have the connection, that is called we are devotion. That is what we are calling as devotion. The connection between to the self-conscious to the super-conscious, that is the devotion. So for that we are having the photos of the deities or have the master to achieve the connection, to raise the devotion within us. So as he said, devotion is not a tough thing. So from the birth we have the devotion within us. We have devoted to the mother, we have devotion, connection with the mother, we have connection with the father, we have connection with the relationship. Like that, someone which we don't have in the form or which we don't have experienced. So if that connection happened within us, that is called devotion. In the normal world, we have a connection with the mother, father, brother, sister, friends. that we are calling the relationship. So once we have the relationship connection with the unknown one, the super consciousness, that is called devotion.
So do you think that is one of the reasons why there's the highest depression, and especially around colleges and exams? India is the highest youth population, and just like Swamiji talked about today, India, youth can make a huge difference within the world just because of the highest population. Unfortunately, the highest rate of suicide, and so it's something that I wanted to talk about, is if that is one of the biggest factors of them always looking out instead of inner, and if there's other factors that you think are part of that.
See, in the ancient days, we have the system called Gurukula system, means Guru Disciple Relationship Education. Gurukula system, the ancient days, if the baby was born, the parents are surrendered to the master, that baby. So that baby was born and brought up with the master, the presence of the master. Once the baby aged at 7, the master will teach the Gayatri mantra. After that, at the age of 14, he will decide based on that mental setup for that in that baby, whether he has to go to the marriage life or sannyas life. That if the master decide to go to the marriage life, that baby will be taught by Kama Sutra. If the baby have to go to sannyas life, the baby was taught by Brahma Sutra. So likewise, there was a system in the olden days, but we have lost that system. Because of that only we are struggling with the new education system. So nowadays the youths are struggling with a lot of emotional fantasies. That is the reason that we have lost that Gurukula system, Gurukula Kalvi. We don't know which path we have to go. So they are struggling with the fantasies, with the emotions. We don't have solution now. We are in the which we don't have the solution to come out from that emotional feelings or fantasies nowadays. So our master have the system, wonderful system, to regenerate the olden days Gurukula system in our ashram. So it will leads to the, in future, it will be the best system in India. It will leads to the children or youths to come out from this lot of struggles, the suicide ratios. So in the youth, they have problem with the fantasies, emotional balance, because of the polluted society. Not only youth, the society itself have the polluted system. Like they don't know anything about the spirituality. They don't know about this Gurukula system. But in the modern days, something they need to achieve to the outer world. Like that they are thinking. So because of that, they are looking to the outside world. Because of that, they are wasting their lifetime. The youths, they are struggling because of this, the basic education system. So come out from this struggle. They have to know what is the problem. They have to find why we are struggling, for what we are struggling, what we need to do, what we are searching. So in the youth, they are struggling with the emotions, the fantasy, as I have told. They are searching to the outside world. At the age of 14, every human body have the the system is, if a man gets at the age of 14, the energy level changes from the Sahasrara to Muladhara. Once the Sahasrara go down to the Muladhara, their entire activities changes. There, if the energy falling into the Muladhara, they have to have something in the outer world, like that the fantasy have created. Through the cinema, through the books, through the friends, through the relationship, they are keep on adding their fantasies. Because the physical maturity, in our system, in our body, we have the automatic system to raise the consciousness to the higher level. But in the society, they are falling down. So that is the thing, to keep on adding the fantasies. So once they are known about these facts, they can able to come out from the problems, struggles very easily. So for that we have a lot of programs in our ashram. So in my life I have faced a lot of emotional fantasies. So through this Swamiji's program, like Ananda Sprana program, LEP 1, level 1, level 2, so which is the thing to understand why we are struggling, what is the problem within us, what is the solution for that. So like that, a lot of experience have happened in that program, in our Swamiji's designed program. So that will helpful to the youths to come out from these struggles.
So I think you were talking earlier, and people, that's from the
Sahasrara
down to
Muladhara.
And then you said the energy is like flowing, and so that causes some difficulties as it's supposed to be flowing upwards.
LEP1, we have the knowledge about our body. They are giving the knowledge about our body. We have 7 major chakras in our body. So that is the cause to lead to all our emotional imbalances, like jealous, worries, attention need, like that. So in our program, we have 7 meditation techniques with the explanation. So that will leads to raise the energy from the Muladhara to the Sahasrara. So that program is wonderfully designed by our Paramashivoham Nithyananda. It's very helpful for me to come out from these struggles, fantasies.
So my question is, if someone is not a seeker, like maybe has never been involved with an enlightened master, especially in North America, we're not really, we don't have a lot of enlightened masters.
I can say everyone is a seeker, because we are differentiating from the society and the normal world, society and the spiritual world. But all are the seekers. They are seeking to the outside world, but the spiritual, those who are all in the spiritual field, they are seeking in the inner world. Everybody is the seeking inside, but they don't know how they have to seek, what for they are seeking. In the normal society, they are seeking the money and education and the relationship to get the fulfillment, because they don't know what they are seeking, why they are seeking, how they can get the fulfillment. Master or super consciousness?
Consciousness. One's a seeker, and maybe they now want to start to try to go inward, but they may not know how to start. And sometimes it's some simple techniques or simple meditations. Yeah. So do you have a recommendation on what they could maybe start with when they're just new?
Yeah. In our ashram we have wonderful meditation technique called Nithyananda. That is the most beneficial and very easy, very less time. It will take less time, like 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Once they can learn, they can have the wonderful experience. If they do 21 days continuously, they can experience this devotion. They can able to have the experience, connect the connection between the self to the super consciousness. So Nithyananda is a wonderful technique which we have in our ashram. So that will most helpful for the youth to come out from that fantasies, emotional imbalances.
So I had one last question. Most, I think, would be asking this, that you're really at the peak of your life. You've just finished the Chartered Accountant. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
And most people would say, why would you pick spiritual life? Why would you come to an ashram and take kavi when you have now an opportunity to make lots of money, get a house, if you wanted relationship, or children if not, but this is really the peak of your life. So why would you pick this life?
Yeah. Once I came out from my village to study to this chartered accountancy course, I have got a lot of struggles with speaking in English to the people, my colleagues, with the inferiority complex. So I have felt why far we are doing what we are doing, which after finish this course, what we are going to do. So I have analyzed within me. So after I have took birth, I have decided to learn something from the school. So in the childhood, I have thought, if I have passed something, I can enjoy. So after I have passed, I have thought, not only I, everybody is thinking, once they have qualified something, if they have employment with a good salary, so their life will settle. Once they get employment and good salary, they are thinking about marriage. If we have got marriage, we can have the life, wonderful life. We can have nice experiences. So once the marriage finished, they are thinking about the further level. When we can have a child, then only we can able to experience joy like that. After getting the marriage, a child, they are started worrying about the child's future. Oh, we have to do something to the child, like that. So this circle keep on going on. So that knowledge I have contemplated within me. So after this contemplation, I want to I have started contemplation within me. So that contemplation have the nice intelligence, that contemplation gave the nice intelligence within me to search what for we are took birth, what we are searching from these outer world things, what we are going to experience. If the experience happened, the fulfillment happened or not, with compared with other people. For example, if a person have 1 million rupee, that person expecting, I have to have a lot more this, then only we can have joy, like that. The person have more than million money, that person is not in the fulfillment. He also searching something. So nobody have the fulfillment. But we are keep on searching. So that knowledge only gave the courage to choose this path. So after contemplated this, I have searched the master every spiritual organizations and started reading the spiritual books and went to the temples and cried why these struggles happen within me, what I am searching, who I am, why I am searching in the outside world, what is going to be give the fulfillment. Like that I have contemplated a lot of questions within me. So after some time I have met my master Paramashivoham Nithyananda. Somehow after seeing the master, all my questions, whatever I have the questions started solved. So then only I have thought it's better to take the sannyas life to achieve the fulfillment. So then I took the sannyas life. So now I am experiencing whatever I had in the society. I had the questions in the society before I coming to the ashram. I don't have any questions. I don't have any expectations. I don't have any worries. I don't have any dreams about future. Now I am living in the present. I am not worrying about the future. I am not worrying about the past. I am not dreaming about the future. I am living in the present. So that is the thing gave this, the sannyas life gave this wonderful experience. So living in the present is the, as Swamiji is telling, living enlightenment. So he gave that experience within us after this sannyas life.
And we're just so fortunate, Swamiji is a youth himself, he's a dynamic master, and we've had so much challenges and fun and opportunities here that he has created, and so it's a wonderful dynamic life of lots of opportunities. And also that we can do our own transformation spiritually. Thank you very much. Was there anything else that you wanted to say before we close?
Yeah. So taking the human birth is not very easy. So in the society, without knowing or without unknowing, they are wasting their lifetime. So with this birth, we have, in this modern world, we have the living master within us. So that itself very grateful thing happened in the planet Earth. So being with the master is a great thing. That is what master is calling as Upanishad, being in the presence of the master. So I can say I am the most fortunate person in the world, I can say. So I have experienced that. So I am welcoming all the youths, everybody to our ashram to have this wonderful experience. Thank you.